escorted into
the magnificent
the ring tonight
Kennel Memorial
by the
Trophy,
chairman
the
of
coveted
the Kennel
title
Club,
of Best
Mr.
in
Daniel
Show, is what these final
Please
7
welcome
dogs,
our
their
Best in
owners,
Show
breeders and
judge,
handlers,
Mr.
are all
Stuart
seeking tonight. We are going to see the winner from each of the 7 groups: the gun dog, working, pastoral, terrier, hound, utility, and finally, the final group to be judged, the toy group. Alongside me, our international judge, Frank Kane, Best in Show judge here in 2012. Frank, and Laura Crumbry, Championship Show judge. But Frank, you've been in this position. Tell us a little bit more about our judge tonight.
Well, Stuart, my lad, he was involved in dogs from an early age. Had his first pet dogs, a mongrel, used to go to the village fetes to try and win something, but has been keen ever since, started showing in 1970.
Here we have our representative from the gun dog group on Thursday, Orca. This is the Lagotto Romagnolo.
Yes, a duck retrieving dog from northern Italy. And there's the working group winner, the Doberman Archie.
Also judged here on Friday night.
Instantly recognisable. It's the Old English Sheepdog. This is Delia, our Pastoral Group winner.
Again, a herding dog developed in southwest of England. And what a wonderful mover she is.
Judged here on Super Saturday, the first of those 2 amazing groups last night. The winner of our terrier group, the Wire Fox Terrier.
The Wire Fox Terrier, coming from the terrier group, travelled all the way from Germany and Croatia to win here, and smart as a box of paints.
This is Blanca, 3-year-old female.
It won't take long for this one to catch up. The winner of
Now we've just heard this Paris here won at the audience poll, but will he win over Stuart? This is the Irish Wolfhound, winner of the Hound group.
The gentle giant, but athletic and with all that substance.
And as we've seen tonight, our winner of the utility
There's
group,
the utility group winner, the standard Poodle, runner-up for top dog last year, won the Centenary Kennel Club Stakes earlier in the week. He's having a great time. Can he finish it off tonight? We'll see.
And finally, not the biggest break here, but Dublin coming straight back in the ring. This is the Cavalier King Charles, representing the toy group.
And what an appropriate way to start the coronation year with a Cavalier winning. Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Oh, I think you can give them.
Might take him a little bit longer to get around the arena than it did for our Irish Wolfhound
It's a long
Paris.
way.
Just 18 months old, Cavalier King Charles, a spaniel, so a young one. These dogs, goodness, they have come through as group winners from more than 21,000 dogs who've competed at Crufts this year. Our judge will have a look at each of them, but goodness, he's going to have a tough job here, Frank, isn't he?
Yes, of course, he'll be feeling nervous, but now he's got the dogs in front of him, he'll begin to relax. He's a dog man, he's at home with dogs. He'll begin to relax now and enjoy the situation.
And what will he be looking out for, knowing that each of these dogs, Laura, is an exquisite example of their breed, because they wouldn't be in Best of Show if they weren't.
They wouldn't. They have beaten thousands of dogs to get here, so we know they're close to their breed standards at this level. What sets them apart? Which one has got that extra something that makes a Best in Show winner?
I'll tell you what as well, we've been in this arena every night, haven't we, throughout judging across all these 4 days, and as those dogs entered, the atmosphere, everything has just lifted in this arena.
And it's always marvellous on Best in Show night at Crufts. There's no atmosphere like it. This is the best stadium for dogs. I know I've travelled all over the world, but this is an exciting moment. Great atmosphere, great expectation, and a wonderful set of dogs.
We heard that Paris had been, well, won the Channel 4 public vote, so popular winner, but of course this is about what the judge decides out in the arena.
And of course he's been here all week, he's seen the groups, but of course he'll keep his own counsel. He has to get his hands on the dog. He's not examined them yet. He'll do that, and it's a matter of which one he likes best on the night. Which one performs best on the night as well.
judged here on Thursday.
A chance for a closer look at each.
It is our Lagotto Romagnolo.
So the winner of the gun dog group, the Lagotto Romagnolo Orca, female, 4 years old, nearly 5, and has travelled here from Croatia. And Frank, this one, it's an unusual name for the breed, isn't it? What does it mean exactly?
Well, it's an Italian breed, and it's the word Lagotto is a northern Italian dialect word meaning curly-coated duck retriever. And it's exactly what it does. It was bred to retrieve ducks in the northern marshes of Romagnolo. However, in the early 20th century, the lakes were reclaimed and drained, the ducks vanished. He was redundant, but they found a new job for him. His wonderful scenting powers could be used for finding truffles. So he's now a truffle hunter, not a duck retriever.
So this is Orca. She's had more than 40 Best in Show wins in Europe and the USA. That really distinctive, thick, ring-shaped curls. And we're looking for a sturdily built, robust dog with an ever-wagging tail.
She's certainly fulfilled that criteria.
This wonderful outline.
So now,
and there she goes.
the first
coat, very important, woolly, curly coat.
When we looked out of the window on Friday morning at 5 o'clock,
One best of breed here in 2020.
Oh my word. But everybody came and thanked you. And it was
Archie, the Doberman, winner of the working group. He's nearly 4 years old and already a champion dog. And Laura, eagle-eyed viewers might recognise Archie from a very special competition earlier in the week.
Yes, well remembered, Ali. So Archie took part in the Kennel Club 150th anniversary celebration stakes, and actually that was won by Jake, the standard poodle we're going to see later on. A Doberman has never won Best in Show at Crufts, so Archie could be the first.
Looking very well, fit, hard condition. It's a breed, you can see everything. The anatomy can be seen under that gleaming coat and skin. It is sturdily built. It's a German breed developed by a tax collector, Herr Louis Doberman, from where he gets its name. He wanted a dog to guard him as he went on his rounds, collecting the taxes and debts. I'm sure a dog like Archie would make any dodgy client be more amenable to paying his dues.
I'd pay my debts, I know that. Wonderful curled tail. We should mention that neither a Lagotto, Doberman or Old English Sheepdog has ever won Best in Show. Speaking of which, here is the Old English Sheepdog who won the Pastoral group. Delia is 6 years old and has travelled a fair bit to get here from Greece via Italy. And Frank, despite the name though, the Old English Sheepdog wasn't just bred to herd sheep.
No, he was also used for herding cattle. And the interesting thing about it is that he used to always have his tail docked. So he was known as the bobtail, and there was a reason for that. It wasn't just a cosmetic reason. In the 19th century, working dogs were docked, and that gave their owners a tax exemption. So it was a case of no tail, no tax.
And you'll see Stuart there really getting his hands under the coat. So that crisp blue and white coat, a real calling card of the breed. But beneath it, there needs to be a dog that's fit. Slight rise in the top line. And we'll see here this strong, slightly rolling gait, distinctive of the breed.
And Stuart had a famous kennel of Old English Sheepdogs, the Lameda kennel in the 1980s. So he'll be looking at this with a specialist eye. But what a wonderful mover this dog is. Marvellous.
Now we go to Saturday, Super Saturday.
Beat 100 other Old English Sheepdogs. Now, a Wire Fox Terrier has won Best in Show at Crufts on 3 previous occasions. Now, Blanca, 3 years old, the Wire Fox Terrier, a champion dog as well. But Laura, it has been, what, 45 years since the last time the Wire Fox won?
It has. So we've got 3 breeds that have never won, and then we've got the Wire Fox, which has won 3 times. So the earliest, 1962, and the latest in 78. They were hugely popular at that time. They're the original hunting terrier, and they were used to drive foxes from hiding places.
And this one, the handler, comes from Croatia. The Wire Fox Terrier herself, she's bred in Germany, but they've shown all around Europe. It's hard to believe that the breed is now a vulnerable native breed, which means fewer than 300 registrations last year. In the 1940s, it was the most popular breed in Britain.
Remarkable as well that it's the same city in Croatia that Lagotto comes from as well. How about
something
that?
secret there.
Beautiful, short back, high set tail, that crisp wire coat.
It is the second of our groups yesterday.
Just so impressive by sheer size.
Our Irish Wolfhound.
Call him the BFG, the big friendly giant, the biggest of all the breeds, and very popular, as you can hear, in the arena and via our public vote as well. Paris, the Irish Wolfhound, 5 years old and weighing in at some 85 kilos, Chris Amu told Claire yesterday. Frank, a striking dog, and of course the famous owner.
A very famous owner. Of course, viewers might recognize Chris as the lead singer in The Real Thing, famous in the 1970s for their big hit, You to Me Are Everything. Perhaps he's singing that to the dog now, yes. So the Wolfhound always makes an impressive spectacle, the size, the substance, and the movement. There he goes.
So for those of us born after the 70s, not a clue what Frank's on about. It's thought that YouTube. It's thought Wolfhounds were developed after sailors brought dogs of greyhound type to Ireland, crossed them with mastiffs to create a giant dog able to see off wolves.
It's also on the vulnerable breed list as well, though, Frank. So again, less than 300 puppies registered in the last year.
You need a pretty big settee for that dog, yes.
Yes. It does come with its logistical challenges. Unmistakable is Jake, the standard poodle, winner of the utility group, 4 years old, and Laura, Jake is a real top winner.
He is. He was runner-up top dog last year, and he also won the Kennel Club 50th anniversary celebration stakes on Thursday. But what I love about this dog, looks like the epitome of a showman, but these dogs are also intelligent and versatile, and apparently Jake loves nothing better than jogging alongside a bike with his owner.
Beautiful head and expression. They're the ultimate show dog, the poodle, especially the standards. They love the big ring. They can stride out and really look the part. Judge just looking at the head, the skull, seeing the fineness of the head and the chiseling under the eyes.
Just explain the trim that we see on the poodle.
Well, it may just look like a fancy hairdo, but it was functional. They were duck retrievers. They're in origin, so they were clipped on the hindquarters to help them to give propulsive power through the water. The pom-poms are on the joints to protect them from being knocked, and the pom-pom on the tail is to stop it from being chilled by the cold water.
All about being fit for function.
It is, of course, our winner.
This is the last group to be judged just a couple of hours ago tonight, the toy group and the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Just 18 months old. This is Dublin from Essex. Frank, you said at the start, would be a fitting winner, wouldn't it, in the year of the coronation?
Yes, one of the royal spaniels. Of course, the Cavalier and the King Charles were both bred down from sporting spaniels and very popular in the royal palaces, going back to the time of Charles I, the Cavalier King.
And the colour of this one, the Blenheim, is actually because it was developed in Blenheim Palace. So some of the calling cards of the breed are an ever-wagging tail, a melting expression, and that large, dark eye, which we'll see moving towards us in a moment.
2,313 in the toy group. 24 breeds.
That coat is long and silky, and this one carrying itself beautifully, Frank.
Yes, the Blenheim, the rich chestnut and white. We'll also see them in tricolours and solid colours like black and tan and ruby.
And the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel had the biggest number of entries in the whole of the toy group. There were 260 of them. So Dublin here came out top dog against that many.
Yes. 2 judges, and they decided on the dog for best of breed.
So likely here we'll see each dog asked perhaps to move again. And another look.
So here's our Lagotto Romagnolo. There were 4,419 dogs in the gun dog group, and this is Orca, who came out on top.
And the judge sending them round to see them move in profile, seeing how they're carrying themselves. This is where ring presence and performance will come into play.
Archie here representing the working group. There were 1,921 dogs that he beat to triumph in the group.
Now, this is also important. The handlers must stay calm. They must be tingling with nerves, but it shouldn't go down the lead. Here is a cool customer, the handler, bringing out the Old English Sheepdog, going at exactly the right pace, unfazed by the performance. There's a lovely performance here in the big ring.
A rolling gait, a little bit like a bear, isn't it, from the rear?
The Terrier Group.
Winner of the Terrier Group, here we have Blanca, the wire Fox Terrier. She beat 2,195 terriers here yesterday on Super Saturday.
And she's going beautiful. Precise action in front, lovely top line, crisp and sharp.
The Hound Group, the Irish Wolfhound.
And here's the free-striding Irish Wolfhound. And what cheers for Chris.
That's a raise your voice then, Frank, to be heard.
Is it him or the dog? I'm not sure. Both, hopefully.
Can't sway the judge's opinion, though. It's all about Paris.
And now it's time for Jake, our standard poodle from earlier this evening. Beat off 2,706 dogs in the utility group.
The ultimate in style and elegance. So, really carrying, you can always trust a poodle to put on a good performance.
And then finally, the winner of the toy group, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. This is Dublin. There were 2,313 dogs in the toy group this year.
Again, just 18 months old. The youngest ever Best in Show winner was a 15-month-old bulldog in 1952. So the judge has another chance to survey in order to make his mind. So what will be going through his mind at this stage, Frank?
Well, he'll know what he's found on the table examination when he went over the dogs, felt them under the coat. Now, he's made his decision. He's coming over to sign his book.
So he'll be signing the certificates, and that means our judge has made his decision. And so who will win Best in Show 2023?
He's just having his final look. So, I think he's going to go to our reserve.
Runner-up, reserve Best in Show is the Old English Sheepdog Delia from Italy. Oh, that's a great accolade coming from an Old English Sheepdog breeder himself. That's marvellous. Praise indeed.
6-year-old Delia.
Crufts,
This is
Best
our
in
Pastoral
Show
Group winner.
2023.
One of the biggest
Where
moments in
are we
any
going?
breeder, handler, owner's career.
We're going
He's walking to the Lagotto Romagnolo, makes history for the breed. A win for Croatia and this wonderful Italian duck retriever. Marvellous, marvellous.
This is Orca winning the Gundog group. Fantastic winner. Frank looks delighted.
Lagotto Romagnolo has never ever won Best in Show. History at Crufts 2023. Javier, the handler, well, they drove 25 hours just to get here. It's been well worth the journey.
And proof it's always worth trying again, because she won Group 2 here in 2020.
Vanessa McAlpine,
Well, what a special moment.
To present
Orca is nearly 5 years old. Our presentation party coming forward. Vanessa McAlpine, who was honoured earlier, will be retiring from the Kennel Club in June. She's been Crufts show manager since 1992. But a proud moment with the trophy and the rosette. Oh, he looks pretty chuffed, Orca.
Orca won more than 40 Best in Show, so just another one to add to her collection. But the best of them all.
Orca is pretty happy. And Javier pretty happy too.
Well done, Matteo.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, a Lagotto Romagnolo has won Best in Show. But this isn't just any old dog. Orca is a superstar. Javier, tell us what it is like for you now in this moment, but also a bit about her.
To me, it's a childhood dream come true. I have worked for the last 20 years to achieve something like this in my life. So I think it's really special, and even more to do it with Orca.
I think she teaches us a lot about attitude to life because everything makes her happy. She never stops wagging her tail.
Never. She, since a puppy of 5 months, was always like this, moving the tail, moving the tail. Happy, happy.
You've had a long journey over here.
Yes.
What was the response like at home in Croatia when they knew you'd won the gun dog group and you'd be back here? And what do you think it's going to be like now you are the champion?
I'm sure we will have a huge party.
And when are you heading home?
We're supposed to leave tomorrow morning.
It may not happen, ladies and gentlemen. Just a final word on the Lagotto Romagnolo as a breed. How much does this matter in terms of their profile? How much does it matter for the breed?
I think it's really important for the breed. It's a breed which is becoming very popular in UK, also in America. So I think it's a great win for it.
Many, many congratulations. A gorgeous winner, the Lagotto Romagnolo Orca. And thank you to Javier. Congratulations.